Welcome to the We Can Fix Climate Change podcast, a show dedicated to exploring real solutions for combating climate change and taking actionable steps towards a better, sustainable future. Join us as we dive deep into the topic and discover how we can make a difference. In today's episode, we'll cover Earth's breaking heat records, the importance of balancing negative climate news with solutions, the surge in global wood demand, and the need for forest management, Tesla's request for stricter emissions rules, and the upcoming updates on our newsletters and podcasts.
Last week, Earth experienced some staggering milestones. It seems like records are being broken left and right. The global average temperature has set or tied a record for 4 consecutive days since July 3rd. What did our news outlets have to say about why? In a post titled "Earth Saw Hottest Day Yet Thursday, the 4th straight global record," Axios reported, "That's not a coincidence. It's a clear symptom of the extra heat caused by human emissions of greenhouse gases. Add to that a dash of El Niño in the tropical Pacific Ocean, and you've got a scorching recipe." Science Alert gave us some insight into how these global temperature records are being monitored. It's not just about the fluctuations in temperature on a daily basis. It's the bigger picture that matters. By analysing data spanning 40 years, scientists can provide crucial context for understanding climate changes. The Washington Post reminded us that our current heatwave is unparalleled in thousands of years. Although we can't precisely determine the temperatures from eons ago, evidence from fossils and ice cores paints a striking picture. It's safe to say that the recent heatwave would have been nearly impossible for most of Earth's history. AP News chimed in, highlighting a multitude of events signalling that our climate is treading into uncharted territory. It's not just the sweltering heat, it's also the warming oceans, alarming wildfires, untimely arrival of El Niño, and the shrinking Antarctic ice. It's clear that our planet is sending us a message, and it's time for us to listen. For links to these stories and the cited sources, visit our Substack. The link is in the description.
Did you know that the way climate change news is presented can impact people's beliefs and actions? A study was recently published in the journal Climate Change that suggests while negative and pessimistic climate change news can scare and encourage audiences to address the issue seriously, too much exposure to such news can lead to overwhelm and apathy. The study's authors propose finding a balance between negative and positive news when communicating about climate change. It's not just about highlighting the problems, it's also essential to focus on the solutions. By presenting a comprehensive picture that includes both challenges and potential remedies, communicators can engage and motivate people to take action. In a related context, Grist recently published an article titled, "These climate advocates don't care about your carbon footprint, they care about whether you vote." It highlights the importance of elections as a space for individuals to make a difference regarding climate policies. Many Americans agree that ambitious climate action is necessary, but they may feel powerless on an individual level. However, through collective action, such as participating in elections, individuals can contribute to shaping climate policies and reduce the guilt associated with personal carbon footprints. Moreover, The Guardian features an article titled, in part, "Disruptive Protest Helps Rather Than Hinders Activists' Cause." Climate activists have been adopting disruptive tactics which have drawn criticism from the media, politicians, and the public. However, according to experts, these non-violent disruptive tactics can be a powerful weapon for a movement's success. The strategic use of protests and other disruptive actions, even if it means gaining negative attention, can be more impactful than solely relying on media coverage or avoiding violence. In summary, it's crucial to strike a balance when communicating climate change, focusing on both the problems and the solutions. Individuals can make a difference through collective action, such as participating in elections. Additionally, disruptive protests, when strategically employed, can be influential in advancing the goals of climate activists.
According to a report by the Los Angeles Times, the future demand for wood is projected to pose a challenge in reducing global greenhouse gas emissions. Experts predict that by 2050, there will be a staggering 54% surge in global demand for wood. Such a significant increase is primarily attributed to the growing use of wood for various purposes, such as fuel, paper products, and furniture. However, this surge in demand comes with a potential environmental cost. If trees continue to be extensively cut down, it could result in the release of a substantial amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. In fact, it is estimated that by 2050, the widespread felling of trees could lead to the release of 3.5 to 4.2 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide annually. To put this into perspective, that is 3 times more than the total annual emissions from the entire global aviation industry. As such, policymakers must carefully consider the implications of this growing demand for wood when making decisions about how to manage forest resources. Balancing the need for sustainable wood production with efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions will be crucial in addressing this issue effectively.
According to Autoblog, Tesla isn't satisfied with the US Environmental Protection Agency's proposed vehicle emissions rules. They want the EPA to go even further than the current plan, which aims to reduce emissions by 56% and have 60% of new vehicles be electric by 2030 and 67% by 2032. Tesla is asking the EPA to adopt a more stringent plan that would ensure more than 69% of vehicles in 2032 are electric. They're not convinced by the EPA's cost assumptions and believe there's a strong legal basis for setting even stricter standards. In fact, Tesla is so confident in the potential of electric vehicles that they think the EPA could even require the end of gasoline-powered vehicles as early as 2030. They're advocating for a faster transition to electric vehicles to further combat climate change and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It's clear that Tesla wants to push the boundaries and accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles, notwithstanding their market-leading position in the electric vehicle transition. By urging the EPA to finalize tougher emissions rules, Tesla is sending a message that they believe the future of transportation lies in electric power.
Hey there, I've got some exciting news to share with you. We Can Fix Climate Change is gearing up for some big changes. We're currently working on a brand new mission statement alongside a fresh format for our newsletters and podcasts. We can't spill all the beans just yet, but we promise to keep you in the loop with all the juicy details very soon. Summer 2023 is going to be the time when everything comes together, and we can't wait to share it with you. Our team is putting in their heart and soul into this project because we're passionate about making a positive impact on climate change. We believe that by spreading awareness and providing actionable steps, we can truly make a difference together. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for our upcoming updates.
Today's episode covered a range of climate-related topics, including the alarming heat records, the importance of balanced communication on climate issues, the surging wood demand and its implications for deforestation, and Tesla's push for stricter emissions rules. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I'll see you guys at the next one. And don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, and visit all our social media channels. Links are, as always, in the description box.